football with starting quarterback Kyle McCord. Kyle, good morning. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. We were just chatting a little bit there of our beverages of choice. I'm a root beer guy when given the opportunity. I don't have a lot of it, but it's like my road trip. Mm-hmm. If I'm going somewhere, I get a root beer and a package of Twizzlers.
There you go.
It's kind of like my go-to. Do you have like kind of a go-to snack along those lines when you are so inclined? What? What?
Got some Airheads.
You still got?
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, Airheads, and then if I have a soda, usually just a Coke, maybe Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, on to the exciting game and the exciting finish to the game. Again, kind of a slower start, and then obviously nice, strong, exciting finish to the game. When it was down early, Kyle, and I know Coach Fran post game talked about your leadership skills with the guys. When it started that way, and it was 21-3, I think. What was the message? What were you telling the guys on the sideline and in the huddle?
Yeah, I mean, there's no 18-point play, so. Just every single play, just, focus on your job and play hard. And I think that first touchdown that Justice scored when he broke the tackle and ran it in, I think it was like 50-something yards. I mean, that really kind of took the top off the defense and broke the seal a little bit, I felt like. And then after that, it was huge for the momentum of the game. Really got the crowd into it. And then just continuing to fight. And then even after that, we took the lead, then went back down, and then had a good drive there at the end to send it to overtime. And, there's no panic. There's nobody freaking out on the sideline. We knew that there's a lot of time left. And as long as both sides of the ball did their job and made plays, we'd be fine.
Was there, and, obviously you can't tell us all of it, but is there occasional swearing going on in there? I mean, when it gets passionate, I mean, it's just kind of, it's a part of it. It's just,
I don't think like swearing at each other, more so like
just out loud.
Yeah. Just, sometimes it's frustration. Other times, just trying to get the guys going. But I think, the biggest thing is that if, I get on somebody or the coaches get on somebody, it's because, we just want to win, and it's not, It's not personal. It's just, the competitive nature of the sport. And, I feel like there's a lot of guys who, all have that same goal in mind. And I think when you're like-minded in that sense, it allows you to, be tough on each other. And I know, I hold my teammates to a high standard and vice versa.
Now, when Justice got open a couple times, obviously he had a breakout game. Yeah. Was he doing anything different, or was the team scheming anything different to get him open, or it was just his chance to shine and he showed what he could do? Yeah,
I mean, he had a great week of practice. First, I think, that was really by far his best week that he's had, the healthiest he's looked, the most confident that he's looked. And then, I don't think we called anything crazy, to be honest. He just made some plays with the ball in his hand, broke a few tackles and ran good routes, caught some contested throws, and, made plays when we needed them. So that was huge for him to step up. And now, obviously that was really his first time really being in the flow of the game and being kind of a consistent target. So just continuing to ride that momentum here on out.
Now, did you see, or were you aware of the halftime incident with the marching band and then the kicker out on the field? Did you see that or hear about it later?
I didn't hear about it until that night, after the game. I had no idea.
And did you end up watching it on video? 'Cause there's a couple of videos of it out there of the kicker.
I just saw a picture of him in between the band. Yeah, and I know Fran was pretty fired up about it too.
He was fired up about it. But that's the passion of college football. Now, if the shoe's on the other foot, and if the team was at Virginia Tech, it's a little kind of a way of getting inside their head a little bit, or is it guy? Do you know that kicker?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can talk about him then.
Yeah. I have no idea what he is. Yeah.
But a great end in a nice overtime win. Obviously, as you get set to head to Boston College, kind of an old school Big East Northeast college football rivalry type game. Great atmosphere there at the Chestnut Hill. And I know the last 3 or 4 games have been decided by just a couple of points. So in BC, at least on, by the results, not the team, maybe some thought at the beginning of the year, but nobody can be taken lightly. Mm-hmm. So when you're scouting and the coaches have been pointing out BC on film, what are they showing you? What are you looking at?
Yeah, you hit it. No room for complacency. I think, after a big win, it's right back to work the next day. So that's really been the message all week. And, BC's a good team. They've had some big wins this year, and they're well coached, obviously. A lot of experience on that staff, been in the NFL for a while, and they got some really good players. Some guys that are going to go on and play on Sunday on both sides of the ball. And I know that they present a challenge for us on defense as well on offense. And so I think just doing everything that we can to prepare now and get ready. Practice is still super competitive. And so I think just keeping the energy up, obviously the later you get into the season, the more is at stake. So I think all the guys kind of realize that, and they're taking it to heart.
The game noon on Saturday. Do you know any of the guys on the BC football team?
Yeah, I know a few of them. 2 DBs I played at Ohio State with, transferred there, and then just being kind of from the Northeast area, played with a few of the guys, played against a few of the guys. So it'll be good. It'll be fun.
Now, the guys that you know well, not necessarily on BC, but any team that you're playing against, before the game, leading up to it, is there some like texting, trash talking back and forth?
Nah.
Nothing?
Nah, nothing. I mean, before the game, I'm all locked in. I mean, no matter, how well I know a guy, or, how much time I've spent with them in college, whatever the case may be, it's, they're just a defender out there to me on film. And then after the game, it's cool to see him and all that. But, leading up to the game and then during the game, I'm pretty locked in.
Did you watch Monday Night Football?
I did.
With the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, they do seem to get a lot of the benefit of calls.
Yeah.
Like, we joke about it almost every week, but it seems like every week it's like, how did you not see that call that like everybody else saw, but they don't get the penalty thrown at them?
Yeah, I mean, I think Mahomes is kind of getting to that Brady treatment. I know that's kind of how it was with Brady for a while. It felt like every break that the Patriots could get, he got. Every call, every, kind of up in the air play, it always feels like it goes their way. But, I guess, they just have to be a certain level of greatness to get that.
Hey, Michael Jordan traveled a lot, but he's exactly. Michael Jordan.
Exactly. So, no, he didn't.
No. Yeah, that's not travel.
Yeah.
And then the basketball season getting underway, and now I know you're focused on football, but did you have a chance to go, or do you get a chance to go to any of the basketball games?
Yeah, I went to the game last night.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I went for a little bit.
And do you know those guys pretty well?
Yeah, I got class with a few of them. So we got class together because I think our schedules align pretty similar. So I got to know a few of them, just talking to them. So they're cool people.
Kyle, as always, great chatting. Good luck. Go Orange on Saturday. And next week, hopefully a win to talk about and heading into the final stretch of the season.
Yes, sir.